welcome back to Mistake on the Lakes DDR Singles Division
5 for. We keep making so many mistakes.
They keep on asking us to make them, and they keep on inviting us to come back, so we keep on coming back. But it's all for you. You know what it is. It is your boy, Jamario, a.k.a. Eijiken, for those of you who know me on the interns of the nets, commentary extraordinaire. And I have the lovely and beautiful...
Oh, thank you. My name is Aus, and it's just short for Austin. I heard a lot of people trying to pronounce my name when I walked in here, and they were like, "Oh, hey, it's Aus," and it's like you don't have to put any stank on that U letter.
I mean, you know, Aus is short for Australia, so you know, you could be Aus. You could be an Aussie, eh?
Oi, 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 oi!
Oi. Arnar.
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 Arnar. We made another mistake.
We made another mistake. But you know what's not a mistake? This pool that we got coming up right here. We are in Pool 16. We got MIKO, VapRStorM, LFK, and Marten coming up. Right now, in this match, we have Marten and LFK.
Marten on the left, LFK on the right. We got Marten, who is a Florida player, one of the few Florida players that I really know about, other than him and Jonathan Campbell.
Jonathan Campbell is now up here. He's up and up.
He is now in the Pittsburgh area, yes. And LFK, did he say he was from? Let's check on our.
LFK is actually he's from the Pittsburgh area.
Okay, so there's a lot of overlap happening here.
So right now we are doing warm-ups, by the way. And both of them are choosing to warm up on Air Heroes. Just so you know, if you're just now tuning into the stream, how it works is that all 4 people in the pool have their own song picks. Everyone plays all of those songs, and it kind of goes from there. And the points kind of get rationed out kind of grand freestyle, and the winner advances on to the next pool.
Yep, most wins takes it all, moves up. Yeah, I would say Air Heroes is definitely a wise warm-up pick. Lossy will have it kind of like an NFC candidate. Like the timing window is really on point, and it has, especially the 15, kind of has like a lot of different skill sets. So it kind of gets your legs loose on pretty much all forms. First thing I'm noticing is, all right, we got LFK, who's like, he's feeling good, he's ready for the next song. But what I'm really interested about with LFK is he has the arrow grid turned off, which from what I saw yesterday, LFK was playing a lot of Pump It Up, like in that tournament yesterday. So I kind of wonder if that's something that's. I know you have the option to turn that off in Pump It Up, like the grids.
Yes.
And I'm guessing he's just kind of transferring that over to DDR. I didn't even know you could do that. I didn't even know you could turn off that grid.
Oh, you didn't? Okay, so yeah, turning off the arrow receptors, that's dark. That's a dark mod. That's been around in DDR for the longest amount of time. It's very uncommon. You used to kind of see a lot more people do it in the max to extreme era, just because extra stage would have that 1.5.
And you gotta like warm yourself. You gotta prepare yourself for that. When you get hit with that reverse 1x extra stage.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not something that you see that often. Yeah. And also a lot of Gitadora players, they tend to play on dark as well. So if you're used to both of those environments, then you know just having it dark, it just kind of feels like home.
Yeah, it's just interesting because you know I really look at that grid and make sure that it's like on point. So getting rid of that, like, I mean, if it works for you, hell yeah.
All right, so in case you know, this pool is the rating for this pool is 14 to 16. We are starting off with "This Is My Last Resort" ESP, one of the Golden League songs from A20+ that is now available for all to play in DDR A3.
And these players are about to cut their life into pizza.
This is my last
resort.
Marten with a 99.6 for his score. Tail of the tape. LFK does not have a play on this card. So curious to see if he.
I'm very curious to see where this is. LFK is still kind of still a player I'm not super familiar with. Like again, I know a lot of Pump It Up experience. I wonder if he has a lot of home experience that he's practiced at home. this is all going to be completely in the air, and we're about to find out right now.
All right, here we go, check. Eyes open, we about to cook. Let's go. Start of the pool now. All right, both players now sitting in the gold combo. Still looking good within 1 point of each other. Bouncing back and forth.
We're about to get some funky slowdowns here. Pretty easy to get the pattern once you get the hang of it.
All right, and both of them showing the chart knowledge on this song. So LFK is very familiar with this song. He doesn't have to score on the card. All right, a little bit of kind of a break to kind of go ahead and lock yourself back in. Normally, if you do the timing on the slowdown, that's the perfect place to do it.
I think some foot speed comes around. Actually, no, we're in the stops here.
All right, and both players neck and neck, 1 point of each other.
Oh my God, this is really tight.
All right, Marten up by short at that free stop right there.
These triplets that are just really hard to time at this BPM.
Oh, we're tied. Eyes open, chat. This is anybody's game.
Lots of people get tripped up on that slowdown.
Oh no, LFK takes up
LFK
a
got
good.
a little trips. But it's still tight. It's still anyone's game. Marten got this.
Here we go, chat.
Hit the outro. No more funny business. Just hit the arrows.
All right. And
wow.
Marten takes it by 7 points.
7 points.
1689 LFK, 1696 by Marten. 47, 1 good, 1 miss, 51, 3 good on LFK.
Yeah, incredibly impressive full combo as well from LFK.
That actually kind of came down to like that second to last measure for the most part. Because up until like right after that, the tripped up slowdown, they were neck and neck. They handled it beautifully.
And it's so, that song in particular, it's so hard to like remember like, okay, this part has a slowdown. Oh, but this part has stops. This part, oh wait, this one is split. Like, it's so hard to jumble that all that in your head, like just from memory for that song. Because it's so much.
On top of it, there's not much, you know, when you listen to the song, there's not much of a hint that it's going to go into
No, there
that.
really isn't. There's no, and especially in that last part with the slowdown, you think it's going to hit you with like a really fast burst, but no. It's a 100 BPM slowdown.
Yeah, and on top of that, all the other slowdowns usually have about a 4 count of a slowdown. That one is a little bit extended.
Exactly. So yeah, not a lot of like notation to tell you what's going on.
All right, and speaking of, even more, if you liked your Soflan, well then, your abuela came out with that second helping of that Soflan. That flan is so delicious.
So delicious, so tasty, so yummy.
It's chaos on the Terror-Tech side.
On the Terror-Tech.
So they're both going to play the ESP, which of course does have its Soflan, but it's not as aggressive as the challenge chart. But it is still tricky if you do not know it. It's not a chaos song if you don't have the slowdown. LFK with a 99.6, Marten with a 98.6 on their scores. Let's see if we can get up scores out of both of them. Marten up 1 to start.
LFK Reed is very fast at 4x with Marten at 3.75. All right, Marten just proving that marvelous combo going there.
All right, both of them pick up a great as we now burst into the song. About 2 points. Marten up still by about 2 points over LFK. Marten with about a 10 EX up score right now on his TV. And yeah, LFK did pick up a great on that crossover. I think he kind of overstepped. I can kind of see his hip right down on it.
That part of the jump is always also so hard to mess up.
LFK, that great ended up catching LFK off the ride.
Yep, that tripped both players up a bit here.
Right. Marten did pick up a good. Both still sitting on a full combo. Mark up by about 9 EX right now.
We're in the classic like tribute to the original Chaos here. pretty much both of them handle those stuff amazingly. Alright, Martin, I'm at my center.
Alright, we are about to go into this third to last run at the song. Martin's still up by about 10, a little bit less actually right there. LFK doing a good job with his MA, especially right there, picking up only one perfect on that stream section.
We got more stuff coming here, so this is still anyone's game. Okay, he got a little, LFK got a little jumped up on the swaps, and all right. Martin takes that 1579, LFK with 1548. Or 46.
Martin,
yeah.
66, 7, and 1.
They honestly with that song they made it so well because like the inner workings of that song with every stop, like the window is just drifting in and out all over. You're gonna get so many slows, you're gonna get so many fasts.
Yeah, it's one of those things I like to call it's a knowledge check of a song.
Exactly.
I'd say that Chaos Terror-Tech especially is one of the ones that when you're starting to kind of get into 16s, you're going to play that song because it's a good crash course.
Exactly.
It's a famous song. It's a crash course on the stops and so forth. This Is My Last Resort is a 15 that not a lot of people know because it just recently became available. And it's incredibly tricky. This Is My Last Resort is actually LFK's pick.
Which one? It was Last Resort?
Yes.
Okay.
So that was LFK's pick, and you saw it with the chart knowledge, but
Yeah.
Martin ended up kind of edging him out a little bit on that.
It's true, it's true.
But speaking of edge, hey, you know what's not edgy? The lovely people who made this tournament happen. Just want to give a shout out, first of all, to Round 1. Not only Round 1 all over, Round 1 here in Mentor, Ohio, Great Lakes Mall. I want to thank the staff, the management, even the security for being so accommodating, making this happen, providing all of the machines. They rearranged this entire store.
Yeah, in one
just
day.
for us.
Yeah. So quickly, they did such a great job. We also want to thank everyone who's, volunteering with all of us here. People who are just like grabbing drinks for everyone commentating. People who are like at the check-in desk getting badges out. Everyone's just helping out so much. Just shows like how wonderful this community is.
And I mean, also speaking of community, want to give a shout out to one of our sponsors, Black Flag Academy, who, if you are interested in getting into DDR, maybe not for competitive, but you just want to improve your scores, you like what you see this entire weekend, check out Black Flag Academy. It's a community for beginners and intermediate players. They have regular events online, regular tournaments, and the community is amazing, so we want to thank them for not only sponsoring a tournament, but also going out of the way to cover the tournament fees for everyone in the first pool.
Everyone in the first pool, which that was incredible. They got their entry fee refunded. They got snacks handed out to them. They got that VIP treatment. Shout out to Black Flag.
Okay, so next up we have MIKO and VapRStorm.
Going VapRStorm. All right.
Vapor, one of the Massachusetts, one of that Boston. Shout out to the Boston gang coming down, showing some love, putting in that work this weekend.
Shout out all over the pads.
And home, I got a special place in our heart, the Midwest. Got to give a shout out to MIKO, coming from over a little bit next door, the sister city of Cleveland, Ohio, Chicago.
Knock knock, next door neighbors.
Our sister city. Absolutely love them. If you love, let's do this. Because this is my first time this weekend. I've been so busy running this event that I have to kind of warm up. We're going to go ahead and hit the warm up. City Never Sleeps, one of my favorite songs in the 15.
Time to wake up from that nap. We're not sleeping now.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, this is a perfect 15 just to get those legs real loose, because it's just drills the entire time. Also a banger from Dirty Androids. This is a 2DX crossover.
Dirty Androids, I mean, I'm going to say it, Dirty Androids kind of don't miss.
No, they really don't. They really don't miss. They've been They've been in the 2DX game for, I'm thinking like decades, right?
Oh, yeah, since, I want to say 2DX, maybe gold?
Yeah.
Whenever someone will correct me, I played 2DX, I'm surprised. I think what may have been Last Burning was their first, so that may have been gold or emerald. Or serious, I don't know. Chat will correct me.
One of those in that kind of like, getting up in like the 10th version or so.
Chat will correct me. As someone who
you guys are good for that.
An old 2DX boomer.
And like, shockingly, this is like the only, I'm not sure if they had songs in older versions of DDR, but for A through A3, this is the only Dirty Android song still on DDR. What the heck? Like, we gotta get more. Give us more.
Maybe us Dance Rush players will give you Broadway Walk. They'll give you something funky. That'd be neat.
All right.
All right, so warm up is now out of the way.
I saw Vapor was really intensely ghost stepping like everywhere that they could, just to like get those legs going.
I mean, with that song especially, for me, you know, it's so on sync that you can afford to ghost step some of those extra parts.
For real.
So as we get ready to queue up for their starting of their set, I see a great question in chat.
Yeah, from the Nokia.
What is the entry point to compete in MOTL? Like, what level of play do you have to be at?
You could honestly start playing DDR at Mistake on the Lake if you want to. It's open to anyone and everyone.
We like to say, as us people who are running this, it's first come, first serve.
Exactly.
Did you click fast enough? Then you're in.
If you hit the buttons on the website fast enough, you'll get in. Which I believe pretty much every tournament for this particular, like, it was done in like 20 or 30 seconds, or 30 minutes.
All right, so we're going to get into it. We're about to play AI. This was Vapor's pick.
Very good pick. A banger from Mori.
All right, and it looks like MIKO did pick up a break real early on. So now he's about 10 points DX down from Vapor, who is just showing that this was his pick. He picked this for a reason. He's still sitting on the gold combo up at 150.
And this part is what makes it a 16. Personally, lots of free there that kind of trip you up on what the rhythms are, you're getting hit with.
All right, Vapor's still up by about 18 at the moment.
Yeah.
MIKO doing a good job of placing some of the MA to make up for the good and a little bit of the slippage that they had earlier on.
Yeah.
Actually doing an amazing job.
This is a good catch-up point right here.
Yeah, MIKO's MA is looking mighty crisp. Just picked up just 3 perfects just right now. But Vapor is still not really giving
Still up by 18, yeah. It gets a little more straightforward here for the rest of the song, so anything could still happen. Eyes open. All right, we're about to hit the outro. Little crossover coming up. Oh, MIKO did not get that crossover. Vapor took it.
All right, Vapor with 16-10.
32 perfects.
Just picking up the flag.
Oh, man.
Vapor with the clutch pick. The thing about AI that makes it incredibly challenging, it's like one of those songs that I like to call the kitchen sink, the full kitchen sink. It has everything in it. You know, maybe not. You're not full of Soflan like some of the other songs we saw earlier on, but it's more full of all sorts of patterns. You have a free section that's pretty intense to read if you're not comfortable with the patterning that goes on.
It's a full knowledge check on that. It's crazy because I remember seeing VapRStorM last year, and from my knowledge, they did not have like a 16 PFC yet. And like since the last Mistake on the Lake, it's just been like a full domino. They've been improving so quickly, so fast. It is so impressive to see.
All right, we are going into the next song. This is MIKO's pick, Deep tenDon Reflex.
Yes. This is a spicy 15. It's all in the name. It's gonna work. It's gonna work the tenDon real good. It's about 180 BPM, and there's just a lot of foot speed that you need for this chart.
All right, this song originally as an extra stage at the start. Now with the release available for everyone, and you can see that they have grinded this. Vapor did pick up a great right now, which gives MIKO the lead. MIKO by about a little over 10 points right now, actually about 13.
Small break point here. This has a very early sync, if I remember correctly, because this was like a launch for A3, and I remember a lot of those songs had like the same kind of timing, so you have to like hit a little earlier than you would with some like late songs. Yeah. And I could see a lot of slows on MIKO's side.
But MIKO still up by about 20 points.
Only got their first grade just now. I think the second half here. Some interesting freezes.
Yes, you have to treat those as 16s. As I said before, it's the pattern recognition. If you don't know that, you're gonna goof a little bit.
Yeah. Not seeing many goose at the moment. It's about a 20 lead from MIKO here. There's still some chart, so let's see it.
Vapor's foot speed is looking absolutely crisp.
Wild.
But MIKO ends up taking his pick, 1706 to 1688. 41-4 on MIKO's side, 59-4 on Vapor's side.
Right.
So we are going to go to the card draw as both players are now 1-1.
Yep. We're breaking some ties.
Yeah, it's actually pretty interesting. You know, a lot of people, whenever they play, you know, higher level songs, you're starting to get into it. You're starting to get into trying to PFC, trying to the AAA, those harder songs. Everyone tends to be afraid of the harder parts. In this song, it'd be like the foot speed, the burst section. Vapor was clean. He was white comboing all of those burst sections.
Like,
but it was just like the more easier sections that transitioned out of it is where he'd pick up, it's like, great and like have a stream of bursts.
Because sometimes when you play stuff like this, you're in the mode like, okay, so this is like the easier part. Let's like relax a little bit. But then you realize, oh, you're in a tournament. Every single Marvelous counts.
Yes, especially at this level. I'm going to say this for the rest of the weekend. It's going to be less of a, your greats. It's going to be less of like minimizing greats and misses. At this point, it's going to be minimizing perfects.
Exactly. You have to shave off as many as you can, and we're getting so deep into these pools now. It's going to get soon. Once we get into like tomorrow's matches, like it's probably going to come down to like one perfect.
All right.
Oh, all right. Sure.
So T.O. Kim, shout out to Kim Malaka T.O.
Shout out.
Also, the head T.O. of the DDR Challenge bracket, which was not streamed. That was one of those you had to be here. You had to be here for that. That's what you miss when you don't come on mistake on the way. We are going to have the salty run back from earlier on.
I am not familiar with this run back.
Vapor is going to see if he can go ahead and get that 2-0 on AI once again, because that's what the card draw was. Wait, is it that? Oh, I'm sorry. Thank God. I was about to say.
That's what I was thinking. Okay.
I was going to say, I'm like, what thuggery and collusion is this? Actually, we are going to do the exact opposite. We are going to go to a 15. We're
not in the A's. We're in the Z's right now.
We're going to go to ZETA.
ZETA, yes, from Zach Bach. Very interesting DDR X3 chart, if I remember correctly.
Originally from Beatmania 2DX. This song, 180 BPM for the majority of it. It does have a 90 BPM slowdown.
For pop and music, as Sam says. Yes, which, the character in the jacket definitely looks like the looks like common music, so yeah. All right. We got, MIKO just broke that marvelous combo.
But it's looking like it's going to be yet another spicy one. They're neck and neck, trading points with each other, within 1 to 2 points of each other. And MIKO picking up a great.
Tied with their, was almost tied with their PB from their last run here, but now they're 3 points up. Interesting patterns here.
So they're tied. Sorry for not saying much. It's just they're so close. And the tension's so high
down here.
Oh, and MIKO picked up the miss.
They might not have remembered that.
Did a good job of adjusting on that.
Yeah.
We're about to pick back up.
And back up.
Vapor picks up a good over that, and MIKO picked up another miss. But we're still within 1 point of each other.
Yeah, it's about to get real spicy here. So. Could change up real quick. He goes up ahead by about like 15 or so. We're about to get some bursts here. Like little camel runs.
All right, here we go. We are about to hit the final run of the song.
This is a very interesting final run here. Some staircases. All right.
And MIKO takes it 1890 to 1867.
Adjusted real well with that slowdown. All right, so MIKO took that match.
All right, so Kim just validating the scores because unfortunately he slapped the button a little bit too quick. And how these things usually go is that we have to have a TO or even an assistant TO validate the scores, put them down, because the seeding matters.
The seeding especially matters. We've had some pools where there've been drops. There's been technical difficulties. Some points. We've had some pools where either 2 people are moving up or just 1 person. So. It's been a wild ride.
That's exactly how I described it last night during the dance rush. It's just been a wild ride this entire tournament. But we thank you. Yes, you. All of you out there, all of you stream monsters, all of you beautiful beings out there. You could have been anywhere else this weekend, but you chose to have your eyeballs watching these streams.
It might be just one eyeball, or it could be both. I see Quickman in the comments saying that they're trying to watch this tournament right now on one tab, and they're moving on to like a fighting game tournament on another.
I mean, I'm gonna share some tech, some tech as a live stream veteran. Multi-Twitch saves lives. Multi-Twitch, you can it'll put all of your, you can just look it up. You can basically put as many streams as you want in one window. And then you can just maximize the ones you want to see on full screen.
So it's kind of like a CSI, like
a CSI, a sports center. Like, if you're familiar with
enhance on that.
Like, NFL Red Zone, where they have multiple games showing on the same screen, stuff like that. You can do that. Multi-Twitch is goated. I'm just going to say that.
It's the strat. Just don't tell your doctor that you have a multi-Twitch. It might be a miscommunication.
Yes, it may come off a little bit wrong. Either way, we like you, we love you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Whether you are at work, working off the work, sneaking the watch of the stream, whether you are at home, eating some lunch with the family, whether you are in bed watching this, or if you happen to be at an event or watching a tournament, trying to get some of this good-ass DDR flowing through your veins today, it's all good. LFK pick is Crazy ESP. We are going right into it.
Ooh, boy, howdy. Yeesh, this is a 15.
This is a 15. I generally like to call all of the Prey charts, they are ITG charts for the most part.
Honestly,
do you like fast? Okay, here's fast.
Yeah, do you like your feet going burr? Well, boy howdy, do I have a song for you.
So whereas on the Great ESP, you're going to have your burst. It's just constantly just burst stream. This one, you're just going to be looking at just constant A stream like this. This is a fast song, so slower songs just be kind of considered just like, oh my god, it's just nothing but like a 16.
It's just nothing but jacked. Oh, jeez.
Right now, VapRStorm is up by a little over 10 over LFK. But we're going to see, and this is LFK pick, so we're going to see if this plays in his favor.
Yeah, which again, I see LFK turn that grid off, which they actually turned it back on in their last match, turning it off again. I'm really wondering what the strategy is here.
But VapRStorm still sitting on that gold combo right now, but just picked up. You know what? It's my first commentator's curse of the
you gotta have one. We gotta fill the quota.
It's happening. I've done so good, but what's still
I've been so cautious not to say.
What's good is that LFK is caught up.
Yeah, we're catching. Oh, this is tight. We got some syncopation. We got some gallops. We're done with jacks. And
yeah,
VapRStorm still took it by 18 EX.
Yeah, LFK was caught back up, was tied, but ended up picking up that one miss and those two in the good.
Yeah, those gallops are so hard to time.
48-1 from VapRStorm. Picking up picking up a flag on that obnoxious 50.
Tournament play, which is absolutely bonkers.
All right, as you saw before, Heroes ESP is VapRStorm.
All right, we're getting an official run of that now. We had LFK who already got some experience with that in their last match with the warm-up song.
So tail of the tape. Wow, Vapor with that 99.8.
Oh, they could pick this up as PSC in a tournament.
I always say that people play up at tournaments. People go off at tournaments.
And
so
we're seeing that.
surprised.
Yeah, we are seeing that right now from VapRStorm. They are getting PBs after PB. So anything could happen. And
LFK with 96.9,
which I believe was actually when they were playing as the warm up. I think. No. I think they failed out. So yeah. This is a prior run.
All right. I think we're going to get this. I think we're going to nail this, honestly.
I'm rooting for them. I'm rooting for both players, but just for the sake of getting the PFC, I'm rooting for VapRStorm here.
I mean, okay. We'll talk a little bit. We'll talk a little bit afterwards. But there's some good at DDR that we need to talk about. Here we go. LFK trying to come back after kind of getting blown, after kind of stumbling on his own pick. And Vapor looking mighty crispy. White combo up until about 40. LFK picks up a
great, yep. Starting to pick up the pace here though.
But there's still so much of this song, and by so much I mean this song is pretty dense. It's a lot. So anything can happen right now. Even with that great LFK just about 2 points right behind Vapor, so did a good job of not letting it here follow.
And I consider the part here the make or break of the start. With these like really dense bursts coming after you.
And Vapor finally picking up a break. Still ahead by about 10 points.
Okay, Vapor's doing some spicy little foot switches there. Alright, popping the tail end of the chart here. Somewhat similar to the intro. Getting some LK getting some perfects here. Alright. And that is VapRStorm's with 1460, LFK getting 1447, a 13 EX difference.
32 and 1.
Absolutely wild. LFK flagging that is wild. That is wild.
Vapor is on one right now. Vapor is playing out the yacht mine.
Out the goddamn mine.
Chat, I'm gonna need a gyat in the chat. I'm gonna need you to send some of that gyat to Vapor, who is wilding right now.
Possibly multiple Ys. Type out some multiple Ys. Yacht.
Some
If
of
you're
that
really
gyat.
feeling it.
Double T at the end. All right, so next up we have what looks to be, they're doing the rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors. I should have told them. You should have told them. Rock comes out in frame 0. It's a frame 0 mix-up every time. You got to do it. It's the strategy. It's the strats.
You hit him with the rock cancel.
Oh, rock canceling. That's that tech. That's the tech. You got to save that. You got to save that for the Olympics. You can't give away all the tech to those people watching.
Personal. While we're getting in here, yeah, there was like a lot of metagame for my own pool with Rocco, and when I did the rock paper scissors with Rocco, I was like, oh, their name starts with Rock. They're gonna pick Rock.
Always.
I was like, I hit him with the rock, and it was scissors. Got him.
Got him. Sometimes you got to know when to return to Unga and just throw rock at the end of the day. You can't. You gotta. There's nothing wrong with being a caveman. We're sophisticated enough that sometimes we can go backwards.
You just gotta go Unga Bunga.
All right. So next up we have MIKO and Marten, and they have some amazing picks.
Wow. Okay, so we'll see what we go with first here.
MIKO's pick is anti-Anthem.
That is such a wild pick in a tournament.
It's also such an amazing pick.
But we are going to into Marten's pick, which is Step Machine.
Now that's a wild pick in a tournament.
Also a wild pick in a tournament.
So Step Machine is, the song is just excessive. That's the way I've always described it.
Some people do not like it. It's long, and some people do not. Paisley Park's the way their songs are. It is like, for some people, it's an acquired taste. I personally know people that do not like playing this song at all. They do not like the sound of it. I think it is one of the biggest bangers that's come out.
Yo, I love Chicago Juice, so shout out to my Chicago boys out there, that footwork crew.
And I mean, we got MIKO, who's a Chicago guy here. We could get.
Let's see if he gets a Chicago buff on Step. Let's go. This is Marten's pick. Here we go, y'all. You're going to see the rhythm. The reason why a lot of people don't like this is because, though they have trouble with it, they're not too keen on it, is that it's the syncopation on this song.
It is nothing but syncopation.
As we kind of saw from those two green notes right there. Both of them still doing pretty good. Marten did pick up a great. Now we're both on greats.
We're both on greats.
Marten is up by about 6 points right now. But it's still anyone's game, especially when we get to that dreaded run at the end. Anything can happen.
Right. Some gallops here. Honestly, the most calm part of the chart, I would say, as well as the break point here.
All right, Marten up by 5 points.
So syncopated jumps up. Then we got a little run here. Ooh.
MIKO with the white combo on
white combo on that entire thing. That was wild.
Still under 10-point difference from each other.
Still the most well-maintained machine out of this year. All right.
Marten.
Some crossies coming up. This is the last run. Make or break.
MIKO picking up the series of perfect right there. Marten absolutely popping off on this side.
They are cooking. They are cooking. All right.
Full combo from both. Marten takes it 14-56. MIKO with 14-35.
We got MIKO with 56 perfects, 3 greats. Marten with 37 perfects and 2 greats. with the, oh, that's interesting with the money score there. We got MIKO with 997 on the dot, Marten with 998 on the dot.
Some clean flush money scores, some zeros.
No change there. No change.
Some trips from both of them at the end.
All right.
So next up, we are going into MIKO's pick of anti-anthem.
This was this was an extra exclusive on A20 Plus and was one of the last songs released for A20 Plus before they moved on to A3. It moved on to being default for A3, but as we all know, a lot of us didn't have access to A3 outside of Gold Tab, so not a lot of like. If you were only playing on White Tab, you did not have a lot of opportunities to grind on this and really get a feel for it, because you can only play it on the extra stage. You have to play 3 other songs and get to that. So
yeah, this is a very highly regarded chart. The community loves this chart. It is beautifully on sync. The stops, there's plenty of stops in this chart, but they make sense. The music leads. The music leads. If you've never heard the song, it'll trip you up, but the music leads you once you've heard the song, so you know
yes, exactly. As we were talking with, this is my last report, not a lot of notation here with that chart, but here's all these freezes letting you know, hey, something's about to happen here.
All right, Marten is up so far. MIKO picked up a break pretty early on. Is still holding on to it, but the MA is pretty good. Only picked up a couple perfect during that session.
Yeah. Oh, they're handling this part so well. Wow. And their switch. We got some slightly longer freeze tails letting you know, okay, this pause is gonna be a little longer, and we're about to be changing BPM here. It's about 130 BPM if I remember correctly.
All right, here we go. We're winding up where the song starts to hit this breakdown. Step, done.
Yeah, very difficult to adjust to like an entirely different BPM, and they are on it. And we're about to get some like entire like 3 sections that you can twist into. Yes, there we go.
We're gonna get a couple more of those right here.
Sorry, we're at the tail end. Marten's still ahead. Still with the PSC. Wow. And a Max 300 reference. Oh, wow.
Chat.
Marten flagged it on the jack.
Chat, can I get some Fs, please? Can I get an F in the chat? Some chat.
Give me
Not
the
like
F.
this. Some F in the chat. Not like this.
43 perfects.
43 and 1.
Oh, yeah. No packs needed is right. I think that was my commentator curse.
You know what? You take that. Blame Oz. This.
It's all me. It's all me. I'm so sorry.
That was Oz got that grate. Oz went over to the machine and willed the grate to happen.
And I put my hand on that arrow. Marten stepped on it.
Yes, you did that. You did that. That was you.
It was
that
me.
was 100% you. Don't ask. No, don't question it. It happened. We were there.
I'm just gonna go ahead and be mute for the next I think like 2 hours here.
But
it's all Jamar. It's all Eijiken now.
But if it were to happen in the song, it would happen there. It's the Max 300 pattern. That pattern has been the destroyer of full combos and PFCs.
Inside baseball
for years.
Inside baseball, I believe Anti-Anthem was charted by Aaron in Japan, and he has an inside joke with himself of putting the Max 300 jack pattern in his charts. So he also charted the challenge of da 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 da. That's got that as well. He loves throwing that in there.
Oh man! And I also want to give a shout out to local DDR player Maxi for being the first person in the planet to stealth PFC anti-anthem.
That they were on that grind for so long, and that was so impressive.
It was Tears. I cried.
And I
cried
believe
right
it.
there.
I believe it was in this very arcade, correct?
Yes, it was.
Round 1, Great Lakes, Mentor, Ohio.
We got the magic touch. I'm just saying, there's something special about it here. But what we have coming up right here, the special thing coming up right here is that we have LFK and MIKO back up on the stage. So I'm going to go in reverse. MIKO picked Wuv U.
The 14?
Yes, the 14.
Okay. I didn't know if this was love you or I love you.
No,
Like,
no. Wuv, as in ooh woo.
Ooh.
Ooh woo.
Yeah.
Wuv U.
Okay. Okay.
And LFK, I hope y'all got some honey. I hope you had some tea.
Oh my God. Okay.
And I hope, and shout out to all my Sound Voltex players. You know, depending on how you play, this finger is going to get some work because we're going to play B.
Yeah. So I think that don't think a lot of people were aware of with the way these pools were. This is a 14 to 16, 16 asterisk. So 16 asterisk. You are allowed to pick one a chart higher. So you're allowed to pick 117. And I think from what I saw, a lot of people weren't aware of that. And so, yeah, we got MIKO getting hit with the 17 of B. Those feet are about to go so fast.
I'm excited for it. But we're going to start off with Wuv U by Chorus K. MIKO with a score of 99.8 on this. LFK
doesn't have a score, but clearly it was their pick. They clearly know what they're doing. This is a very interesting 14 that was made default only a couple weeks ago as part of like a soft pad Japan exclusive pack. And it's a pretty spicy 14. You got a lot of speed ups, you got some slowdowns, you got stops. It hits you with all of them.
Both players actually tied right now. LFK with the white combo until about 50 when they picked up their first break, and they've been tied ever since.
And some stops coming right now.
Both players showing that they have that card knowledge.
Speed up. Oh, we got a great from MIKO. Caught him off guard just a little bit here, but it's right now it's still neck and neck. Of this one is honestly on point, so
alright, both players now on the great full combo.
Alright, we have those slowdowns. We're done with the funny business.
MIKO did get that first break, but they are actually in the loop right now.
And we just got a great from LFK.
Still close. Still pretty close.
Oh, this looks tied. Oh my goodness. All right. 7 points.
27-1 from MIKO, 34 and
God, it was all down to the perfect count. Yeah, MIKO 27, LFK with 34. And a double flag for both of them.
It's not flag day. I'm looking at the calendar. It's not flag day. There's so many. What?
It just keeps happening. It just keeps happening.
So are we making sandwiches, just putting out the little sandwich flags? Do we have too many sandwich flags?
That you stick in the middle of the sandwich?
Yeah, you stick in the middle of the sandwich. What is going on? But we are hitting the first 17 of this pool.
Oh my goodness.
Chat, I'm gonna need to see some cute stingy boys in the chat. You know what it is. I'm gonna need some the fuzzy ones if you got them, the cute stingy boys. Or, you know, the good old B. The red B's got that emoji if you're watching mobile. Shout out to all the mobile stream monsters out there. Or if you just are a simple person, you respect the simple things, I'm just gonna need a capital B. Or the hiragana of B in the chat. We're just gonna need this.
We got
the more B's, the more spirit energy gets sent to
both these players. And we got MIKO that flagged this song with I'm assuming it was 1 or 2 grapes. So, and we got LFK with 980. So, give us all your bees. Give us all your honey. send all your power to both these players right now.
All right, and this was LFK's pick, so anything can happen. Let's go.
All right, we had a white combo going for a while for both players. So we're in the yellow combo right now. As the vocalist for the song, if I read the lyrics correctly, really is just talking about food the whole time.
All right. Right now, we're not talking about the points because we haven't gotten to the fun part of the song.
Oh no, we're just getting started right now.
Oh.
MIKO with a great,
but we're tied.
Still tied right now. It's not gonna matter until we get to the namesake of this song.
I mean, we're about 200 times the namesake right now. Still about 3-point difference between the two.
All right.
MIKO is still only just that 1 grade, and it's doing a good job of not letting it sit too far away, but this is where it's going to come down to. Here we go, everyone.
It is, we're going to see what happens.
Send your spirit energy.
Let's go.
LFK picked up
some grades. Trying to get adjusted.
MIKO with the white combo to finish that off.
Oh my goodness. All right, MIKO's ahead.
Taking a lead.
It's going to be really hard to come back from this for LFK. Oh, but we got a good. Let's see. Some crossovers happening.
All right, and here we go. And this song, here.
MIKO takes it
22:05.
It is so hard. You can have such a great run going on this chart, and then the drills happen.
And that's what happens.
All goes. However, we got LFK beating their PB of 980 with a money score of 982.
Hey,
so,
we take those up
so
score, baby.
we're going to take that. We are going to take that. Thank you all to the chat for sending your energy to both these players. That was an amazing play from both of them.
So next up, we're going to get Vapor and Marten back up on the stage. And while they are logging in, we're going to start off. Well, before I tell you about these two songs, I gotta give a shout out to one of our other sponsors, Concone by Emu. You like rhythm game apparel, right? You like to wear.
Assuming you do.
You like to wear your rhythm games every now and then.
I got them in my backpack. I haven't changed. I'm kind of slacking right now, but trust me, when I'm stepping on those pads, I am usually wearing a Concone by Emu shirt most of the time.
Absolutely. Very popular. Concone by Emu has been around for years. Rhythm game apparel, whether you like shirts, shorts, towels, you want card covers for your earmuffs cards, all sorts of accessories. Make sure you check them out. Thank you for Concone by Emu for sponsoring us. Concone.shop. Also, they sent us a lot of prizes to give away to all the competitors in the challenge division. But we're going to get into this next match.
Yes.
Ishtar ESP. This is Vapor's pick.
This is Vapor's pick of Ishtar ESP. This is 14. Thankfully, it is not the Shock 16, but this is still a spicy 14. This is one of those 14s where it really punishes you for double stepping, which right now we're good, but once it starts getting into the chorus section, you're going to start seeing what I'm talking about here.
Yep, and the pattern's going to be similar to this, as you kind of see. It's a little bit of a warm-up. It's a little bit of a teaser, if you will.
Yeah. A little sneak peek.
Both
All right,
players.
we're about to get into it. And right now, it wants you to cross right here. Or actually, no, I'm sorry. Right here. There we go.
And both of them handled it beautifully.
There we go. Yeah, it's only a difference about 6 EX if I'm looking.
Yep, Marten's actually upscored by about 70 EX right now.
Yeah, Marten has been making incredible improvement as of lately. Honestly, both players, so still, all right. Marten's up by 9. Wow. All right, we get a little break point here.
All right, but Vapor actually patching back up.
Yeah.
Had a really high Marvelous count. Still sitting on white combo. Here we go. Picked up one person right there. All right, we are about to wrap this up.
And oh my God!
Ooh, we got we got the double gold.
21 perfect from Marten and 27 from Fate. That is 6 points. That is disgusting. Oh, that is so wild.
We're donating the gold over here with that double PSC. And you love to see it.
PFCing in a tournament with like all the nerves that you could possibly have, and that just blows my mind.
All right, and we have our Love ESP, very important for that designation right now.
Okay.
Marten with a PFC of
34?
34 versions.
And I don't know if Vapor plays at home, but we see a prior high score of 908, which, so it's possible.
I'm going to call it, prediction. Absolutely crushing that score.
Yeah,
our Love,
that score is going to be gone in the next 2 minutes here.
Yes, our Love, by the way, it's a pretty straightforward 15. Nothing too complex. If you're starting to get into 15,
this is a good. The only
15, it is a little exhausting. It's long.
It is so long because this is a, if I remember correctly, this is a Sound Voltex crossover or 2DX. I could be wrong. Check and correct me. But it is a crossover song. So lots of like 2DX and Sound Voltex are like 2 minutes or so. Most of you are and a half. So
it's from
UB, thank you.
Both players still sitting on that gold combo. When you hit 100, you're in triple digits now, everyone.
Ooh, nice, really interesting footwork from Marten here. Like doing some foot switches on the freezes.
And Vapor doing a good job. We're down by about 6. Now it's tying it back up. We're tied. We're tied.
We are tied.
Did pick up a break right there. So Marten is taking advantage of that.
Yeah. The interesting thing about this 14 is there's just like a lot of like corner things. There's a lot of corner drills that you get hit with. So you have kind of requires like a lot of movement. Like sometimes a little more movement than other things. Which kind of leads it to it being a little more exhausting than others.
Yes. All right, and Vapor actually catching that up. Did pick up a good right there, unfortunately.
Did get a good.
Marten still with the gold combo.
Buying their EX score right now.
All right, Vapor just breaking 1600 just a second ago.
There's still so much start left, so anything can happen, but Marten is just cooking right now.
Vapor locks back in.
I think there's going to be time to catch up. Yes. Okay, so Marten takes that. 2067. Vapor got 2034.
36 PFC for Marten, 54, 6, and 1 good.
Jeez.
As I said, not only was he going to get that, but a 99.4 is substantially, it's great.
Honestly, just give Vapor one more run back of that, and it's gonna be down.
That is, I'm sure they're gonna after this gonna be like, nah, I can get that. Nah, I got that. I can PFC that.
No, they can absolutely get that. They've been improving so fast. They're just getting so many 15s and 16s. I see them in the Life 4 Cobalt chat all the time, and all the goals in Life 4 are just getting knocked down over and over and over. I believe they play with a Kemi, who's a extremely skilled player who's also been making massive improvements since the last tournament.
Also up in the Boston area.
In the Boston, Wicked.
And so as a lot of our free monsters have noticed, we are about to move on to the next pool.
Marten
is going to move on from that pool in advance. But everyone, let's give another shout out to MIKO, Vapor, and LFK for putting on a good show.
They
Getting
put
some up scores
such
in the process.
game PBs, just doing so well in tournament play. Everyone in that pool was absolutely incredible.